We'll make sure that all of the content that we cover today, including the recording, which will surely be posted on YouTube, we'll share it so that you can go back, rewind, catch any tips, and we also share for those that couldn't make it today. But I am so honored to introduce to you the Orange County United Way corporate engagement team that truly is an extension of your internal team, your HR team, your CSR goals, your employee engagement team. Really, I want you to consider us as an extension of your team. We know that it gets busy. There's lots to do within your workplace already. So please allow us to take some of that lift off. So my name is Angely A. Vallarta. I'm the Director of Corporate Engagement, and I have the fortune to work with many fantastic Orange County businesses, some of them including Pacific West, who I believe is on the call, Ethisoft, Edwards Life Sciences, and also AAA, to name a few.
Hi, my name is Sheree Dukes. I'm the Senior Manager of Corporate Engagement. I work with companies like Fluor, where Malcolm and Garmin, who are here this morning, UPS, Target, county agencies, and state agencies. We're happy to see you here this morning.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Phoebe Boy. I'm a Corporate Engagement Manager here at Orange County United Way. And I see some of my partners in the room from ACO, Century Insurance, L3 Harris, KPMG, Synoptic, EY, Burns & Mac, and even some previously award-winning or nominated ECMs of the year, like Lynn and Stacy. So welcome, and I hope you enjoy our workshop.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Adriana Cárdenas. I'm a Corporate Engagement Manager here at Orange County United Way. And welcome to our workshop. And I wanted to say thank you for dedicating this time to learn how to run a successful United Way campaign, the OC Way. And thank you so much for being champions of our community. Some of the partners that I work with are Aon, Avenir, Ducommon, Enterprise, First Service Residential, Pacific Light, and Snell Wilmer, and so many more. So welcome, and I hope you have fun here. Thank you.
Morning, my name is Christine Tran. I am the Corporate Engagement Coordinator for the team, and I am so excited to be here with you all, joining this ECM workshop. And I'm here, and I'm excited to learn some more tips and best practices to better our campaign and engagement. Thank you so much.
Awesome, awesome. So that is the corporate engagement team. Again, feel free to reach out to us. Anything you need, we're here for you. And Christine is very modest. She's the one that helps us right the ship, that helps us all stay organized. So thank you to the team. So before we get started, we want to turn it right into a quick icebreaker. And we want to go ahead, and I'm going to share with you this great tool that we have used in many of our workshops and activities called Mentimeter. Just checking here. Can you all see my screen here? So we're going to put in the chat the link to the Mentimeter. And you can either, there you go, the one word that describes your employee giving campaign: fun, inspirational. So what you do is go ahead and go to either menti.com and use the code 50213786, or just click on the link that is in the chat. And you can go ahead and drop in your one word. How does it describe? I'm seeing fun, inspirational, exciting, unifying. Absolutely love that. We've heard so much great feedback from many organizations as we're trying to get back to normal, that really these engagement opportunities really is helping people come back into the office and reconnect after they've seen each other for haven't seen each other for so long. Exciting, community focused, inspirational. I love it. Awesome, awesome. So thank you for all of that. And we hope that some of the content that we shared today, we're going to have some great engagement tactics and tools that you can now take it back to your organization to really, again, continue to engage, keep it educational, team building, virtual as well. Great. So moving along in our agenda, I just wanted to quickly do a quick overview of what we're going to cover today. All right. So we're going to do we're going to do a very general overview of Orange County United Way. And maybe by a show of hands, can I see how many individuals are new to this role as being the leadership point of contact for your employee engagement campaign or volunteerism? I see very familiar faces. So many of you are well experienced. All right, that's right. Thank you so much, Susan. So we're going to do a quick overview of who Orange County United Way is. We're going to walk you to a roadmap for a successful campaign. And also, like I shared earlier, share with you some texts and tools to have your campaigns be hybrid, right? And many of our organizations continue to be remote and in person. So we definitely want to accommodate and be inclusive in all of our campaigns. We'll save some time for some Q&A. And of course, we could not do without some fun, engaging prizes. So throughout the hour, so stay tuned for all the activities. So before we get started, I wanted to share with you this fantastic inspirational video of who Orange County United Way is and why we're invested in our community. And again, this is a tool that you can also repurpose at your own internal campaign. So enjoy.
Orange County, we get you because we are you. For nearly a century, Orange County United Way has been creating change here, the right way, the OC way. The OC way is about doing it right, about doing it for us, all of us who call Orange County home. We've placed hundreds of families experiencing homelessness into their own homes, distributed critical funds for emergency food and shelter, helped the financially vulnerable claim tens of millions in hard-earned tax refunds, assisted thousands of families with their bills during the pandemic, invested in a host of local programs allowing them to extend into the furthest reaches of our community. But there's still more work to do. Together we can make the OC shine even brighter. Working together, going the extra mile for each other is what the OC way and the Orange County United Way are all about.
That's right. That's the OC way, right? If a neighbor in need reaches out and needs support, you would be there. That is the OC way. And that is truly the message and the spirit that we want to carry throughout our work and all of our partnerships. So again, some background here. Here are some of the highlights and the resources that was built into today's presentation. So we have a brand new refreshed employee campaign manager guide on how to run an effective campaign, which we'll do some highlights here today. I mentioned already our YouTube channel. There's some great client testimonials. We know that that is the most powerful way to really inspire your team to see the why. Why am I participating in this campaign this year? Go check it out and see all the many great stories that we have there. We also have an online campaign toolkit that is right in our website, and you're going to get a myriad of content, our annual report, our scorecard, a pledge form if you still need those, and also a brochure. And of course, within our website, you'll see many ways to get involved through our events, through sponsorships that directly support our work, as well as great volunteer opportunities right here with many programs that Orange County United Way delivers, and also other partner organizations. Now let's start with the why, right? Why are we here? Because here, our mission is very straightforward. We envision an Orange County where every person receives a quality education, is financially stable, healthy and thriving, and has a place to call home, regardless of their race and financial background, right? I think we all can get behind those goals. Is that something we can get behind? I see some head nods. All right, or virtual. Thank you so much, Jackie. I appreciate it. So that is our mission. It's very simple. So I'm going to walk us through, again, a brief overview of what United Way does and the programs that we deliver. But all of this, I'm going to go super fast, but all of this, again, is going to be in detail. You can do a deep dive in our scorecard and our annual report that was just published earlier this year. So again, we talked about the home OC way, right? That is our rally cry that we're going to carry through the county, right? Because again, like I shared, if you have a neighbor in need, you would turn around and help them, right? That is how we do it here in Orange County. We actively and generally care for one another. It's very simple. It's the OC way. And again, through your support, your leadership, your organization's commitment to invest in the communities that they serve and do business in, with your support, every single one of you. Last year, we were able to deliver services to over 726,000 Orange County residents. So I think that deserves a round of applause. Thank you all for allowing us to do that. It's truly through your support, your engagement of your team, and encouraging them and inspiring them to do the work. And that right there, just as an interesting fact, is already 1 out of 4 Orange County residents. So really, we're changing so many lives of our neighbors, investing where we work, live, and play. So thank you again for your leadership and support on that realm. So how do we do it? How do we help all these individuals? So these are our 3 key initiatives. And the reason why we committed to these is because we find that these are all interconnected, right? If an individual is not financially stable and secure, they'll have a challenge to put over a roof over themselves, over their families, and really support them, and also support their kids. Many of the families that we support and the youth that we support really need that extra support, mentorship, to guide them to a successful career and beyond. So these are all interconnected in our 3 key initiatives that we focus on. Now, in the next slides, we're going to, again, walk you through some of the programs, because I know these are very broad initiatives and goals, but within each initiative, there are direct services that are being provided to our community. So for example, in United to End Homelessness, we have Welcome Home OC, and that is very simple. What we're doing is we're partnering with property owners that have available units for rent and are houseless neighbors that have a housing voucher in hand, but have a challenge in finding a place to rent. So we're connecting the lines, removing that barrier, and allowing them to be housed permanently. Our goal is truly to end homelessness for over 6,000 individuals, as per the latest report right here in Orange County. We also have our Housing Advocacy Network, which is basically a volunteer opportunity for any of your colleagues, for yourselves, anyone that you know. And what this does is we do a very brief training for individuals to help us advocate out in city councils, speak to city officials, spread the word locally across their neighbors, invite us to do educational sessions like the Homelessness 101, where we cover what are the true issues of homelessness and how are we going to end it here in Orange County. In our United for Financial Security initiative, again, many great programs that are helping families go from surviving to thriving. We want to truly break that cycle of poverty that a majority of our community is facing. One of the very straightforward ways is OC free tax prep, and it's right in the name. It's free expert tax services to any individual making under 60K. We're helping families and individuals really upskill themselves, right? And Upskill OC, what that does is we're providing free certifications, training, scholarships that individual needs in order to attain a higher paying job. Because at a minimum wage, an individual has to work 120 hours a week in order to afford to live in Orange County, because Orange County is in the top 5 most expensive counties to live across the US. So truly our neighbors truly need the support. And then of course, financial wellness and empowerment through SparkPoint OC. And finally, in our United for Student Success, I'm so excited to see some of my colleagues here of this initiative. Really, we're planting the seed early and we're really investing in our future workforce. The way that we do that is through destination graduation, youth career connection, and also our very popular e-mentorship program. And really, we're providing students with that guidance, that support, right? Many of the students that we serve are first generation, and we want to get them prepared. What are they going to do after high school? Really have them explore what kind of careers, what are their personal interests to really catapult them into a successful career, whether it's a 4-year college, a community college, or even a certification program. We really want to equip our students and our future youth, those who will replace us in the future, to be prepared to become financially stable and have a place to call home and be successful in this community. So again, I went super fast there, but all of this content you could do a deep dive into in our detailed annual report and scorecard as well. But I will bid a further ado and introduce you to Ms. Cherie Dukes to get us to the fun part of the morning.
Good morning, everyone. There will be 4 opportunities during our workshop this morning to win $20 e-gift cards. Please type your answer in the chat. Our first trivia question is, name one of Orange County United Way's key initiatives. Just one. Yay, Mike. United to End Homelessness. Absolutely, that is correct. There's also United for Student Success and United for Financial Security. So thank you very much for playing. We're going to play 3 more games. And now here's Phoebe to share with you the roadmap for a successful campaign.
All right, well, hi everyone, and thank you so much, Cherie and Angely. I love your passion. So congratulations, Mike, on winning the first of 4 prize giveaways. Like Cherie said, there are still 3 other opportunities to win, so everyone stay tuned. So yeah, let's begin. Our journey begins with a roadmap. So in our new workplace campaign guide, there is a 1-page high-level overview for our roadmap for a successful campaign, which you can also see on the screen here. So you should have received this guide already in your email, but you can also click in the chat box where our moderator will kindly upload the PDF for you now. And also our entire campaign toolkit, which Angely mentioned and includes the guide, is on the United Way website. And this guide is really a resource to help you run your campaign. And of course, so are we. So just know that whether you're a new or returning employee campaign manager, a campaign committee member, or a United Way ambassador, we're here to support you every step of the way. So we'll be moving through the 4 phases to a successful campaign, which are prepare, inspire, ask, and thank. But keep in mind that every campaign is unique and should be tailored to your organization's culture. But setting up and running a campaign is actually quite simple, and we will make it much easier for you. So the first step, and one that we love, is to meet with us, your corporate engagement team. So we'd love to get you up to speed on our key initiatives and community impact so that you're able to comfortably talk about United Way with your team at any time throughout the campaign. So some great resources we share, as Angely mentioned, are our latest annual scorecard report, as well as quarterly or even monthly update reports on each key initiative that highlights our community impact results. And at this stage, we can also begin brainstorming fun and engaging ideas for your campaign. So we'll talk about your company's social responsibility goals and ways that we can engage with and support them. Okay, so now that we've met, let's plan your campaign together. Here's a best practice. So confirm your campaign dates as soon as possible and then share them with us so that we can start planning your campaign together at least a few months ahead of your campaign launch date. So we can work with you to create an event calendar with opportunities that you can review with your leadership team. The calendar, in my experience, is a great tool to share when and how you'll be needing leadership support and approvals. And we can also extend this to be a year-round event calendar. So go ahead and meet with your CEO or senior decision maker to receive their support and buy-in on the campaign strategy, on the campaign goals, and be sure to ask about any incentives for employees who participate. So for example, are there paid volunteer hours? Is there a corporate match for their donations? Or can your team host celebrations as your team meets your goals? So another suggestion is to recruit a campaign committee to help you manage your campaign, because we know it gets super busy. So having support is going to do 2 things. It's going to lighten your workload and it's going to increase participation. So for example, if your company has multiple departments, consider identifying a lead from various departments that can help you distribute messaging and also send giving reminders to their own teams. Or if your team or company has employee resource groups or business resource groups, I'd say you can connect with those leaders because they're already so passionate for their cause, and they can help you distribute messaging or even organize events for their own teams. And of course, you should meet with them regularly to track your progress and share any updates. And we also recommend incorporating an appeal to your donors and your C-suite to join one of our affinity groups. And as you can see from all the pictures on the slide, the events and networking opportunities are as wonderful as they appear. So these events and these networks are filled with very compassionate, philanthropic individuals and leaders in their own right who give $1,000 or more to our local community every year. But my colleague Adriana will share more on affinity groups later in the workshop. And finally, set campaign goals that your team can rally behind. You can review last year's campaign performance with your leadership team and your corporate engagement manager. So we can work together to help your team set a new campaign giving goal. But I'd also like to emphasize the value of participation goals. So super simply put, if your team has 200 employees with 20% participation, can you target a 40% participation rate? So that would be about 40 additional employees who know about and want to give back to Orange County United Way and our community. So growing the overall participation of your employees will correlate with growth in employee giving. So think of both a fundraising goal and a participation goal. And please plan to celebrate the wins as you get closer and closer to meeting your campaign goals, because it really is great for your employees, it's great for your company, and ultimately, and most importantly, it's great for your community. And I also wanted to quickly review how Orange County United Way receives your donations. So you might have heard the terms top line giving and key initiative or community impact giving before. And it's actually a very simple distinction that we use here. Top line giving is the total amount of contributions that employees give to all nonprofits, including Orange County United Way. And key initiative or community impact giving is designated to Orange County United Way specifically. So we love our nonprofit partners, of course, but we also encourage you to designate to our key initiative impact fund because 100% of the money you raise during your campaign with us stays right here in Orange County. So when you meet with us, we can discuss this in more detail, but we'll review your year-to-year campaign data, and we can talk about how to increase both your top-line giving and your key initiative impact giving. Okay, so there they are, all the steps. Recap, meet with us, plan your campaign, secure your leadership support, recruit your team, and set goals that you can rally behind. But now let's take another quick break with our second prize giveaway with our lovely Cherie.
Now time for our second trivia question. Please remember to type your answer in the chat. So what is one way you plan to prepare or have already prepared for your upcoming workplace giving campaign? Dee yes, plan your campaign and set your goals. Girl, you are quick with that keyboard. Thank you for playing. We'll play two more. Congratulations. Now we're going to go back to Phoebe, who's going to continue to share with you the next steps on the roadmap for a successful campaign.
All right, well, congratulations, Dee Dee. So let's talk now about how we can inspire your team heading into your campaign. So your campaign kickoff should be a main event, okay? It should be a company-wide meeting or event across multiple departments and even multiple shifts if needed. So it should be fun, it should be inspiring, and it should be social if possible. So here are some of our recommendations. Before the kickoff, have your CEO send an email. Have them thank last year's donors, share last year's impact, and share this year's new goals. And in your kickoff meeting, go ahead and invite your CEO or your leadership team to introduce the campaign, because their visible support is going to be key to inspiring your team. And please, please kindly invite us to be there with you to support you. We would love to present on Orange County United Way for you. Whether we have 5 minutes or 20 minutes, we're here to make this part super easy for you because we can do it for you. We can help add that direct connection for your colleagues, which I'll be reviewing more on in the next slide. And also be sure to share how employees can donate through their giving platform. This is also the time that you'll request an initial pledge and share any upcoming events or volunteer opportunities that we've planned together for your campaign. All right, so this is my favorite part, and it's one that personally speaks to my heart. And one of the most important ways that you can inspire your team is through storytelling and through sharing what's in your heart. So as voluntary ECMs, you're choosing to be of service to your company and your community through your time, through your talents, and through your compassion. And your compassion is truly your empathy in action. It's our capacity to empathize with someone else is a gift to our humanity. It's truly capable of changing the world. So we deeply encourage sharing personal testimonials from Orange County United Way recipients who shared their stories with us so that we can share them with you. And there are a number of ways that you can access them. Our YouTube channel has brief 1 to 4 minute personal impact videos that you can choose from. We also have those monthly reports on our key initiatives that I mentioned earlier, and each of them actually feature a recipient, a photo, a quote from one of our programs. And you can also ask your colleagues who've donated to United Way to share their own why with your team for giving back. All right, and throughout your campaign, we have a variety of opportunities that you can choose from to inspire your team. And of course, they're a great team building opportunity for both your in-person and your remote employees. So there are lunch and learns on each of our key initiatives that feature those client impact stories. We have year-round donation drives that can also happen during your campaign for books, clothing, food. We also have kit builds, which we can lead and coordinate for your team across literacy, hygiene, even STEM and technology. And also during your campaign, we recommend having some fun, some games that include leadership. And we can also customize an event for you. Recently, we had an event at KPMG. I see Jessica, my ECM, is on this call, but it was a no-soap blanket, and we think it went fantastically, and it was just based on both of us brainstorming what would work to support our local veterans. And we also have promotional materials and collateral that you can use to share at your office. So posters, flyers, brochures, even foam fingers, and we have infographics that you can display on your hallway monitors. Really, the only limit is what we can brainstorm together. So we'll meet to discuss the best ways to promote the campaign for your team. All right, and here is just one example of our collateral that we can share with you on how your donations make a difference during your workplace giving campaign. So for example, for $10 a week, you can offer college and career readiness opportunities for 4 underserved Orange County students. And this is under our United for Student Success Key Initiative. For $50 a week, you can help 6 local veterans experiencing homelessness find a place to call home. And not just that, but receive those wraparound services that allow them to remain stably housed well into the future. I just want you to know that every little bit helps our neighbors in need. And I hope that you feel more comfortable now with how to prepare for your campaign and how to inspire your team. But again, from my heart to yours, we're always here to support you throughout the year. So now it's on to our next prize giveaway with our lovely Cherie.
So remember to put your answer in the chat. The trivia question is this: what is one idea you can use to help inspire your team? Lynn says company match. You're absolutely right. That does help to inspire giving. When someone gives a gift and they know that their company is going to match that gift and the impact is going to be greater because of the company match, that does inspire giving. Thank you, Lynn. Congratulations on your prize of a $20 e-gift card. Now we're going to have Adriana to share with us about how to make the ask. Adriana?
Thank you, Cherie. Perfect. So right now, we already prepared our team and we inspire them. So this is a crucial moment of our campaign. And it is how to make the ask. So at this moment, we have to be authentic. And our goal here is to align people's aspirations, speak to their emotions, and help them, direct them with a simple, clear direction. So we are going to direct, we are motivate, and shape the path to donate, because donors want to give to an organization that they can believe in. Okay, so our recommendation here is to be specific in your ask. By providing people specific information, is the best way to grab their attentions. So we can share with them here the reason why you are fundraising, the reason why you are helping Orange County community, and your desired outcome or goals. So it is important that through all the campaign, you inspire and you give the message to your colleagues to donate to Orange County United Way. You ask may come in multiple forms, in person, during the events, or through email, but keep the momentum and stay connected with them. And here are a few tips that you can use. First, and most important, talk to your United Way corporate engagement manager and secure a company-wide presentation to help you come up with the best strategy for making your ask. Remember, we are here for you, so please don't hesitate to call us. Second, you can inspire giving by telling our stories and share the impact of contributions. And here we can help you with many testimonials that we have. We have materials like we commented to you. We have many information that is gonna make it easy for you to communicate to your team. Now you can also schedule a kickoff and invite executives and team to join your campaign activities. And you can highlight giving incentives and goals. Also, make it easy for your donors or your team members to donate by guiding through your giving site. You can include a demo to demonstrate that how they can go step by step to your giving site and just make it easy and simple to donate. Also, you can utilize customizable Orange County United Way email drip campaigns messaging to maintain giving momentum. And here we have many templates that we can share with you to make it easy for you to communicate. Another way, and this is a fun way to invite your team members to participate and make an ask. So we have many affinity groups that are fun, and they are a way for your team members to grow their network and build relationships. So your team member will be connected to leaders that show their passion by contributing time, talent, and financial resources to help transform our community into a better place to live and work. So our affinity groups are President Circle, Alex the Toby Society, MOB, that is for Men at Breakfast, Leaders United, and Women United. So we have a team dedicated that could talk to you and your team about these amazing groups, affinity groups, where they can participate and they can grow their relationships, grow their network while they are helping our community. Now, the last part of the campaign. So this is one of the most important as well, because we have to say thank you. Thanking those who participated is a critical part of your campaign. Not only will your colleagues feel appreciated for their contributions, but they will be more likely to support the campaign in years ahead. And here it's important to be creative with your thank yous to generate goodwill increase retention, and increase participation. And of course, we all know how special it feels to receive a thank you. So we have, again, materials, templates, and we can meet and just see what is the best way for you to communicate it. You can do it with a social, where you could do it through your emails or different ways. So just let us know and we can meet to discuss many ideas. And we have three important groups that we have to consider when we are saying thank you. So first group is our top level management. So the most successful campaigns have strong support from senior leadership. Thank your executive leaders for their support and be sure to highlight any efforts on their part. So the second group is your campaign team. They have been working with you from start to finish. They've been lighting your work, and they also have been helping you to make this campaign successful. So be sure to thank them for the dedication and hard work. And the third group, of course, is thank to those who donate and participating in your events. At United Way, we are grateful for all their contributions, small or large. Be sure to acknowledge each employee that donated, advocated, or volunteered during your campaign, company's campaign, and give United Way a chance to say thank you. Of course, we will be more than happy to be right next to you, and Orange County United Way Corporate Engagement Manager can participate with you and also can bring some thank you plaques or recognition certificates to all of those members of your team that helped you during your campaign. And please don't forget that it's very important to share donor details with Orange County United Way, because that's a way that you are giving us the opportunity to say thank you to all donors. And also we would love to share with them all the results and show them how their contributions are changing people's lives. So we will be sending newsletters and sending them updated information about what we are doing through the year that is going to be interesting for them. So that's it. So running a campaign in your workplace is super simple. And more if we are holding your hand. So we have already prepared, inspired, we make our ask, and then we say thank you. But something that is important to consider is to run a hybrid campaign. Why? Because we all know that we still have many of our team members working from home. And in the past, before the pandemic, we have just a few of these team members that donated, but now you will be amazed that most of our team members that are eager to help the community and participate in their activities are working remotely. So please consider to run a hybrid campaign. And how you can run a hybrid campaign is super simple. So what do you need here is simple. It's a clear communication plan for connecting all your team members remotely and in person, and to inform them about the activities before, during, and after your events. And of course, you need a broadcast solution. You may decide to use live streaming tools for broadcast your programming in real time. And super simple, like at any event, our recommendation is to set a goal for your event, choose an event idea, pick event activities, and get the word out and follow up after the event. So simple steps. We have included in our campaign guide some ideas that could be useful for you when you are running hybrid campaigns. So now we included them in the tactics and tools that you can consider. So you can make it social, for example, with mini campaigns, happy hour, or dinner with the CEO. Also, you can create some incentives for your team members that are working remotely, like digital gift cards. And nowadays, you know that we can find many ways to play bingo, trivia, also create lunch and learns, and also food and fitness challenges. We've seen many success in this. Last but not least, we all know the importance of social media, right? So please don't forget social media amplification. Social media gives the opportunity to keep donors engaged and interested in the activities your company and Orange County United Way are promoting. So with daily posts, videos, questionnaires, and even online games, you can keep donors amused, educated, and coming back for more. And this is the way to show your corporate social responsibility in actions with campaign highlights, employee groups, recognitions, and call to actions. And here I wanted to mention a wonderful post that we had and we saw from our first Red Service residential campaign. They were amazing, spreading the word about why it was so important for them to make an impact in our community. So they created this post where they are showing the world why and how they did it. So they specifically dedicated a month of giving for their employees to participate, giving back to the community. And how they did it, they are showing that they did it with a bingo, with volunteer events, and they run a successful workplace campaign. So with 4 simple steps of why we're doing it, how we are doing it, and why we want to share to the world, those are the kind of things that you can mention in your post. And please spread the word, because that's what we are here. We're working together for our community. Orange County United Way is here for you, and we together can do more. So thank you so much for the time. And let's go and continue with the last prize, right, Cherie? I think we have one more prize.
Absolutely. It's time for our final trivia questions. So if you haven't had an opportunity to win yet, here's your chance. Remember to put your answer in the chat. Name two of Orange County United Way affinity groups.
Oh, that's a good one, Cherie.
Jessica, you're right. Women United and the Mob, the Men of the Breakfast. In addition to that, there's the President's Circle, Alexis Stotofo, and Leaders United. Thank you very much for you all for participating in the trivia questions. Congratulations again to you, Jessica. Now we're going to hear from Angela, who's going to share some really cool information about our upcoming 2022 Rally for Change.
Yes, thank you so much for everybody that participated. I love how it was really a test of how quickly can you type. So, and you guys were clearly attentive and absolutely engaged. So thank you again for joining us for today's call. And just as we're ready to support you at your internal workplace campaign and make it engaging, incorporate all the great activities and ideas that we just shared, Orange County United Way is also ready to kick off our 2022 Rally for Change. It's our corporate social responsibility celebration. So we're ready to kick off the fundraising year for our community through your support. And we're also going to be recognizing all the great successes of many of our partners that are right here on this call. So you cannot miss this event. It's a free event, and we're excited to be back live at the wonderful Edwards Life Science campus. So thank you to Edwards for hosting us again this year. It's going to be a fantastic program. We're really excited. The events team, all of our community impact team, and the organization is just so ready to engage and celebrate with you all. It's going to be September 13th, 4:30 to 6:30. Can't miss it. There'll be some light drinks and hors d'oeuvres to celebrate at the end. But of course, the most important thing, the coolest part, is we're ready to celebrate you, every single one of you. And we're returning again with I think it's now our 4th year of our Employee Campaign Manager Award at the event. And here in the next slide, we'll show all of our fantastic nominees this year. And many of you are on this call. Thank you so much for your support. And we're again going to split it up by categories. We know that to run a campaign in a larger multi-market organization is a heavy lift, but it's a very different formula than what works for a small and a medium-sized company. So right here, just to name a few, here are some of our nominees. I see Faith, also Mike from Where Malcolm, Elita from Word and Brown. I know Michelle is here on the call to support Lynn. So excited, and Jessica as well to nominate you all. So many great individuals that again have allowed us, you all truly allow us to deliver and fuel the services delivered to our community to really bring an equitable lifestyle for everyone in Orange County. So now let's turn it over to some questions. We'd love to answer any questions that you have, any on how something that's worked for you, or maybe you have a challenge that you need to meet this year. Let us know. Feel free to either take yourself off mute or plug it in on the chat. This is the time. And this is also a great time if you want to maybe ask from one of your counterparts and on another organization, feel free to drop it in. So let's see. So one of the questions that we had that came in, thank you so much, is what is the biggest challenges that other employee campaign managers, yourselves, have faced? So I would love to actually turn it over to you. This looks like it's more of a question for you all. What are some of the biggest challenges that you're facing as you're getting ready to engage your employees in giving, community involvement? Anybody want to share? What are your opportunities, we should say, opportunities this year? I know we have one of the feedback that I've heard in the past. Okay, I'm gonna hold for 1 second in case, but I'll share in the meantime to get you guys warmed up. One of the feedback that I've heard is, again, how to best address this hybrid work environment. And one of the, as you saw in Adriana's section, is really try to make it as inclusive as possible. We do have she shared some great online or virtual activities that you can do. For example, we shared the example of First Service Residential. They did some online or in-person bingo, but we have a free online service. You can do a fun, engaging bingo. We can make it United Way focused so that people are actually learning as they're playing. There's always great ways to incorporate some prizes within it. Another great example is our friends at Pacific Life Insurance. They had karaoke, online karaoke with a couple of team members, and you had to pay to participate into karaoke, and they were highlighting a primary singer was one of their top executives. So it was really a fun way to really help individuals connect, because we understand is a challenge as everyone remains virtual. It's definitely a challenge to make it feel all inclusive. And yes, Angela, we will for sure summarize all the slides, compress it as best as possible to share it with you all. And again, include all the resources that we shared at the top of the meeting. Awesome, awesome. Anything else? Another great question is around incentives. Was there, sorry, I heard someone get off mute.
Hi, it's Dee Dee.
Yeah.
I wanted to kind of build on what you just said, and we're with that challenge because we do have folks back in the office, and so we're trying to figure out, we actually had to go to HR and say, how many people do we have on campus on which days? And so we're trying to plan events in person based on population. And you had made a good point when we had been on a call with you a few weeks ago about repopulating the office. And so I think that it's important to drive people back to the office for these events, that it's such a great social opportunity to get people back together. And so that's kind of the approach we're taking, it more back on campus activities, come back to campus, see everybody, have something to eat. Food always, is a draw. If you feed them, they will come.
Absolutely.
And same thing, with prizes. But it's a huge challenge. But I think that if we get excited about it and we make these activities really fun, which we're trying to do this year, then hopefully people will make a plan to come in and be on campus those days.
Absolutely. You're right on the money, Dee Dee. Yeah, every organization is having that change. And I would love to, Jessica, I know Jessica Damien, I know we briefly shared about the great success at KPMG, because I know this was one of the it was a big celebration. You wanted to have it at your organization. And that was always your biggest need, right? How can we get more individuals in the office? So would you mind sharing, what was the feedback from your employees? How did you go about inviting everyone back on campus for this huge blanket build? Oh, okay. It looks like you have some technical problems here, so you can't get off mute. But absolutely. So what we did is they were doing an annual celebration, and maybe actually, Phoebe, would you mind sharing? You were right there live supporting the KPMG staff.
Yes, I was, and it was incredibly exciting. So yeah, KPMG was celebrating their 125th anniversary of community impact. And Jessica and I met in that one-on-one meeting that we really encourage you to have with your corporate engagement manager. We got to know each other, and really we got to talking about how in the past few years at KPMG, there's been a general sense of virtual fatigue, as so many of us are experiencing at our companies. And we wanted a way to bring everyone back in. And thankfully, there was already this wonderful anniversary that was planned. But, you know, we had a turnout of over 100 employees coming in. A lot of them hadn't met before. There were new employees. There were employees that, since they hadn't been in the office for 2 years, they weren't really even, familiar with the latest and greatest news on United Way. So it was a really great opportunity for team building. It was great to have a huge mix, whether it was, leadership to interns, everyone in the same room, everyone talking, everyone networking. And, really most importantly, over 100 blankets were made and provided to our local veterans at the VA hospital in Long Beach. And could not have done it without Jessica's amazing support. And I believe she had one of her colleagues, Austin, support as well. So additional support to support your workload is also very recommended.
Yes, and that we use that opportunity. It was an education, it was a volunteer activity, brought people together, as you heard, but we also use it as an educational opportunity. So we had, because we were doing homelessness blankets for our homeless neighbors, we had Addie McClelland come by and share about United to End Homelessness, a brief session of one-on-one. So we got an opportunity to educate your employees. Why are we doing this activity? Who is it for? Who is it benefiting? And why is it important to get together? So because again, one of the, as Phoebe shared in her slides, participation and educating your employees, setting that participation goal doubles into the giving, right? Because the more people understand who we are and what we do and how we're changing lives in our community, the donations just naturally come through, especially with all the great client stories that we have as well. Mike from Where Malcolm, I know you're on the line. Would you mind sharing with us your fantastic, always engaging kickoff of your employee giving campaign?
Yeah, absolutely. So we always kick off our campaign on Halloween, and at Where Malcolm, we take Halloween very seriously, so everybody gets dressed up. But we started off the day, and it's one of our biggest events that we have at Where Malcolm. We start off the day with our kickoff campaign. So our CEO gets a chance to speak. Our chairman will often speak as well. And then Cherie always does a great job presenting United Way. She's a great partner in explaining the different initiatives that we have, but it's a great way to get people engaged. Then we do our kickoff campaign, and we do the campaign for about a month after that. But it's a great start to our campaign. Everyone's dressed up in their costumes, and we get to, even Cherie will dress up in her costume as well. So we're expecting a great costume this year, Cherie. But it's a great way to get everybody engaged into the campaign.
Awesome. Yeah, and I think you all saw in our slides that fun Zoom photo, so you guys definitely allowed individuals to engage virtually. But yes, make it a fun volunteer event, make it a fun dress up day, a theme. Everyone's really into conservation, maybe make it an Earth Day thing. And people really are excited to show their creativity. Definitely seen that in all the great costumes over at Where Malcolm. I know here we got a couple more minutes. Any other questions? But otherwise, I wanted to highlight, as Adriana shared, just feel free to reach out to us. As you see, it's 5 of us. We're ready to deploy at your organization. If you have morning shifts, especially for our manufacturing teams, we absolutely are flexible with our schedules and can join. A great example is over at Eaton Aerospace. This past year, we were trying to think creatively, how can we continue to educate, how we can be more accessible to the manufacturing staff that has either, either a really early shift or a midday shift that's going all the way to the evening. And Alexis, I see you're on the call. Would you mind sharing about the feedback with your team on how did that go this past year?
Hey, Angely. Hello, everybody. Actually, I'm new at this site, so I didn't share a lot of the feedback. It was actually my manager last year, Elsa, who helped to run the campaign and share the feedback. But overall, everyone had a great experience. I feel like everyone's very, very passionate about United Way here. So we're looking forward to this upcoming campaign. It'll be myself and Catherine, who's an HR analyst here, running this one for this coming fall. So we're actually going to start brainstorming and get employees excited for this year's United Way campaign. But all the feedback that I've heard since I've been here has been very positive. So I'm looking forward to helping Catherine run it this year.
Absolutely. Yeah. And all that meant was, hey, Angely, we're going to do the general kickoff, the town hall that I always naturally join, to include many of the salaried staff. But there was a need, how can we meet the needs of the manufacturing staff again that have that varying schedule? So I was able to join, I think it was right about noon, which is when that shift started. And so I did a very brief presentation, but then I just hung out in their cafeteria because people kind of come in and out when people have their small breaks. That's another great one if you have call center staff. If there's a general space where we can just be there, be accessible and kind of incentivize them to stop by and learn about the campaign, is a great way. So I was just there with the great collateral that we shared to you, some prizes for anybody that wanted to engage and have answer some fun questions. And it really was just a great way for me to also connect on a one-on-one because really, like we shared, every little bit counts. There's no really hesitation for whatever level your employees are in, they are engaged and their impact is powerful. Because if we think of the collective $5 per pay period or even $2 per pay period, it really does make a huge impact for overall because we're able to double and triple that into services. So again, thank you so much, Alexis. I know Didi, you may have some of that population. So happy to support in any way needed.
Yes, thank you, Angely. We'll be reaching out to you for you to join this upcoming kickoff call that we'll be planning as well. So we'll be in touch soon.
That's right. See, that's the key, one of the key strategies. Let's get together and plan.
Yes.
So again,
thank
you all for your time today. We really appreciate your engagement, your participation and logging on. Again, on behalf of Orange County United Way, we so appreciate, again, your time, your dedication, and your passion that you're really investing in this cause that really, again, continues to change lives in a very positive way, in a permanent way in Orange County. So thank you all. We're happy to stay on for a couple of minutes, but I know we're right on time. We want to make sure that you have your time back. So again, thank you for joining us.